it's Anthony back with another video here on single and placing. Hi, hello, hello. This might be kind of a short video where I just really accelerate it, but it's just me doing a quick kind of this is how you do it. I wanted to show everyone. I'm just gonna bring the tripod up so you guys get a little bit of a better view. Sorry. Yeah, so I just wanted to do kind of maybe a short video on how I am organizing my excess drills. I showed it on, I think it was a Whip and Chat, or maybe it was a kitting down, I'm not really sure. But I showed kind of the finished product. So I've been purchasing these little cases for all of my square drills, and then I purchased this sheet that's got all of the DMC codes listed here. So I've been doing one little container for each DMC code, and my plan is to have one set for my regular squares, my square ABs, and then square specialty, and then another set, 3 sets for round regulars, round ABs, round specialty. I think I might do a half set or like a half size for specialty because I'm not using these. I'm gonna have to hand write stickers on those specialties because they usually aren't tied to DMCs. Think of like metallic silver or DP with sparkler drills. They're just like their own unique names. So I don't think I have to do a full set for those necessarily, but I have the space for it now. But I just finished Astrid by Micah Jelena, which is my first round kit with a significant number of drills. Previously, I had done Captain from Diamond Art Club, which only had 12 colors, so I didn't need to do all of this just for those 12. But now I think it's time for me to prep this regular round drill set and possibly even start working on the ABs. That way I have it ready to go. So essentially my goal is to have a library of one of each DMC color for rounds and squares, both AB and regular drill, in hopes that if I ever decide to do like a blank canvas or a freestyle, that I have kind of everything ready to go. Or if I have people that are like, oh, I'm missing this color, which I've seen and heard happen previously on Facebook groups where people will be requesting a color that they got shorted or they're working on their own custom canvas. They'll see if anybody out there has that DMC for them. And so I'd love to be kind of a go-to person that can start sending some drills out to people based on what they need. I just think it would be kind of nice to provide that. So I have a little bit of extra space here in the craft room, so I decided let me go ahead and invest in some storage drawers and all of these little plastic containers. It was a little bit of an investment, I will say that, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to keep this system going for quite some time, and it makes sense in my head. But yeah, each of these little container sets was about $10 to $13 depending on the timing on Amazon. And you got 6 of these for that $10 to $13. But I've ordered, I don't even know how many now. For one DMC set, it takes 17 of them to do an entire set with all the DMC codes. And so I've done 17 right now, I think 5 times over. So you can kind of do the math there. So definitely an investment, but I think it'll bode me well to have this amount of organization. I also found that like, if I want to enhance a canvas or adjust colors, I found that the way I was doing it was like this, where it was just kit by kit, just going down the line. And it gets really mixed up. Like you can see like 740, 803 night, like it's just all over the place. So I was starting to do that just haphazardly and then trying to go through and check if I had a color, and I just would give up and not use any of them. And so I was like, you know what? I want to figure out an organization system that'll make sense for my head, where I can utilize the colors that I have, share the colors that I have, and like quickly access everything. So this was my solution to that. Let me know your thoughts on this, but what I'm gonna do is probably fast forward this, do kind of a time lapse because this is fairly time consuming. I'm going to do a time lapse and then show you my full storage system once this is done. And that'll be a separate video, and then I'll probably do the kitting down of Astrid in a separate video, or I'll tag it onto the end of this. I'm not quite sure. But so yeah, this is my little project for the afternoon, just going through all of these, putting these stickers on one by one. Oopsie. And then organizing them into the drawer storage. So there's one, moving on to the next one. So, all right, well, I'm gonna keep working, and we'll speed through this, and then when I'm all done, I'll kind of show you what it looks like. All right, bye. Okay, so as executive decision, I was thinking about it more and more as I'm working through this, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and kit down Astrid and the ones that I had from the captain as I go, because I'm like, I'm gonna try to get all of this done. I was like, I don't know if I want to do a separate video of kitting down. So what I'll probably do is just show the first couple of colors that I kit down, just so you know kind of what my process looks like. It's very, very straightforward. I don't know if I need to do a whole video on it. And then I'll just continue to speed through including that. So keep in mind, I'm going to talk about a couple of colors from those kits, kitting them down, and then I'll go back to doing my little speed racer mode, because this is a very time consuming process, and might as well kill two birds with one stone rather than going back after I've done all this and then kitting them down. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let me just get these last couple on here. Boop, boop. The other thing that I have noticed, I'll put a link for all of these materials, links for all these materials. I got pretty much everything off of Amazon, but there's several different companies that make these DMC sticker sheets. I tried to find one that specifically mentioned diamond painting, because I know the ones for cross stitch, those DMC colors, I think there's more there than there are in diamond painting, or different ones. So I tried to find the one that listed diamond painting specifically, but I have noticed with my squares, when I kitted down Self-Portrait by Tamara Dillon-Pica, there was one or two DMC codes that I did not have on this sticker sheet. They weren't here. So I don't know if I'm still missing some more, or if this is a little bit outdated, but I think it maybe happened once, maybe twice. And so I just ended up tossing those colors because I didn't have a spot for them. If I continue to see that, I might start setting those aside in a little separate container and hand labeling them, ones that, missing colors or colors that aren't in sequence. That way, if I keep running into it, I'm not constantly throwing away drills, but I was hoping that it just ends up being a fluke and they're not super common colors. But we'll see. So that's just kind of a word to the wise. You may end up needing to expand upon whatever your setup is once you get going. And I don't know if any particular sticker sheet company has every single color. I don't know. There might be some on Etsy or some more boutique stores that have done it and they've got it right. But this was just from what I could find on Amazon. This comes with 3 DMC color sheets, and then two sheets that are just numbered circle labels that I guess you'd put on containers. They just are 1 through 60 for when you're kitting up. And I think that set is about $8 on Amazon for a set of 3 of these and then 2 of the container ones. So just keep that in mind from a pricing standpoint. You might be able to find something on Etsy from a specific DP accessory seller that has the holy grail of DMC sticker sheets to use. This is just kind of the best I could do in the moment. So who knows, and maybe I'll redo this again someday in the future with a more complete or accurate list. But like I said, I haven't noticed a ton of incorrect colors or missing colors. I've just noticed 1 or 2 so far in the couple kits that I've kitted down into these. So we'll see what Astrid looks like. Hopefully they're all there. But yeah, we're moving through this. This took me, the first time I did it for my regular squares, this took me a couple of days. Keep in mind I, was doing it after work and stuff. So I had less time than I do this week. But yeah, I was like watching TV while doing it, and then I went to bed and then picked it up the next day. But it moves, it moves okay. It's not the slowest thing in the world. I'd love if I could find a company that would like have this all pre-done. Like, here is all the DMC codes already pre-labeled, and they just send you empty containers for a full DMC set. That would be really nice. And hey, maybe that's something that I could offer someday. If this is something that people really like the look of, like, oh, it'd be so cool just to order those pre-labeled and ready to rock and roll. I wouldn't mind putting these together for people and sending them out. I think that'd be kind of cool. What would also be really cool is to partner with a company like DP with Sparklers or Jaded Gem Shop. I know Jade offers a kitting up service, but it'd be cool to be like, oh, I'll order the drills from you, and I'll just do a little set of like every DMC color already put together. I think that'd be kind of nice for people that do a lot of custom diamond painting, or like do a lot of that diamond dots like freestyle kind of stuff, to have this already ready to go. Or if someone's working on like a cross stitch conversion, I think Jade offers something like that too. But I don't know, way to add value to the community, I suppose. So 22, 25, awesome. Let's go ahead and get through this last one, and then we'll grab Astrid, my container set for Astrid, and we'll start kitting that down. Like I said, I'll just do the first couple of colors, and then I'll just speed through the rest of this, because as much as I'm sure you'd like to see a 2.5 hour video, or however long this ends up being, of me working on this little project, I think we can accelerate it. But I feel like I'm moving pretty fast. Those hands are flying. The only thing I'm scared of is like something like that I just did, where I like grab way too many, or I accidentally get them in the wrong order. But look, for those that don't know, Jade over at Jaded Gem Shop, she is a content creator here on YouTube. She also has her own store now, Jaded Gem Shop. She does beautiful kits from amazing artists, and she also offers, like I said, that kitting up service. So you can order from her and send her a message and say, I want you to do it all for me. Or when you're doing a cross stitch conversion, she can prep that all for you, for a fee, obviously. But she had a live video a few weeks ago where she was talking about like potentially doing her shop full time and maybe needing an assistant. And in my head, I'm like, I could, if I could make as, obviously, if in the perfect world, Jade would have enough money to pay me what I'm making at my, my current role, and I would just like play with drills all day long. But look, this is how fast I can move, Jade. I can do this. So yeah, I have fun doing like tedious kind of, to me, this is like kind of working in like a mail room or something, or like something like that. I just feel like I move through this stuff pretty quickly, because I like organizing. So boop, boop. Okay, let's pause it there. I said the end of the last one, and look, we're already halfway through the next one. 80, 81. Okay. All right, so we've got our sticker sheet from Astrid here, from Micah Jelena. We're going to obviously skip the ABs for now. Diamond Art Club, their ABs are anything under the number 150. However, that isn't true to like a DMC code. That's their own numbering system. So I'll have to go in and find either on a Facebook group or somewhere what the conversion is for those colors into DMC codes, if they do exist. So we're gonna not kit those down quite yet. I have to do the AB set. This is just the regular drill set that I'm working on. So we're gonna start here with number 5, and that's 155. So number 5 from our container. So what I'm pulling from is my container that I was using to work on that kit. So we're pulling number 5, which we know is 155. We've got our funnel here, and then let's just close this up for now. Let's just set this aside so I don't get confused as to where I left off. So we have our containers here that we were just labeling, and we've got 155 here. So we're gonna pop that open, and hopefully we don't need the funnel, but let's see if I can do that in frame. Boom, so just like that. And then I go ahead and pop the container back in. Sometimes I'll put it in upside down. That way I know that one's been kitted down. Oh, look, we've got a straggler in that container that I didn't even see. So we'll put that back out. So keep in mind, I'm not being really picky about like if there was stragglers in these colors. As you can see, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's like an ivory one in there, just either from me accidentally placing it in there during working on the kit or something like that. I don't particularly worry about that. If I need to pick that trash out at a later date, I will. But for the purposes of just kind of getting this done, I don't, I'm not too fussy about like making sure that there's no trash or anything in these. So, okay, our next color is 208, and that's number 6. So we've got 208 here, and then we've got 6, and boom, pop, pop, pop. Just like that. Oop, we got a little straggler. There's always one. And then putting that upside down in the container thing so I know it's done. And then our next one is going to be 209, and that's number 7 here. Oops. The other thing I don't worry about too much is shade differences. Like there's different kits and companies have different like dye lots or shading that they'll use for their drills. So you might get 2 that say they're the same DMC code, but they're going to be slightly different shades. As long as it's not too far off, I'm not super particular about it. And I find that the majority of what I'm pulling from, now we're doing 210, that's number 8. The majority of what I'll probably be kitting down is going to be Diamond Art Club, or, you know, it's not, I mean, I do try to do kits from a lot of different companies. But if I had to wager, I'd say the majority of what I'm going to be kitting down is either going to be Distracted by Diamonds or Diamond Art Club. So as long as those are fairly close, I'm okay. I will do a little bit of a test. I'll hold up the container next to the thing, and if I'm like, oh, that's way off, then I'll usually dump whatever's in here and keep what's currently in here. If they're fairly close, then I just mix them together. My reasoning is there's probably a chance that I'm not going to be needing a ton of my extra drills, right? Like I'm probably not going to need every single one of these if I'm missing 5 or 6 on a kit, or even 100 on a kit. So I don't think that slight color difference will be that drastic, but I try to keep it as close as I can within reason. But I'm definitely not the type of person that's going to have 208 from Diamond Art Club, 208 from Distracted by Diamonds, 208 from Diamond Dots, because they're all slightly different shades. They're all just going to go in here if they're close enough. I wouldn't have the space to do this for every company either, so I have to kind of pick which direction I'm going. So 211's our next one, that's number 9. Oh, look at all these purples together. Amazing, I love it. Okay, and then 10 is 310, which they gave me a ton of that 310. So I'm gonna put this here and this here. Okay, so here we have, whoop, that's not it. So here we have 310, and in fact, I already have some 310 from Captain, which was also a Diamond Art Club kit. So I've got that here. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack this open and then do my best to flip that in here. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, so now I've got my 310s. That's pretty full. So I've got, look at all this from the Micah Jelena kit. What I might do is, let's see, I'm gonna grab a baggie because I want to try to find something to do with them. I was thinking what I could do is just put all of my like extra leftovers just in a baggie, and then find something abstract to do to paint. I'll show you. Oh my gosh, hold on one second. Let me regroup. Let me grab some stuff. Okay, sorry about that. I'm like trying to like talk through some of my brainstorming ideas. So here's a baggie. I'm going to just dump all of these in here. All of my excess drills. It doesn't matter what color it is, they're gonna go in this bag. Once I have a decent amount, then I wanna pick like little sculptures, I'm thinking, and paint them with the Diamond Dots dot stick and diamond paint just random mosaics onto like little sculptures. This is one that I got from my previous boss for my birthday. It's a balloon. It's like an acrylic balloon dog sculpture that I thought was really cute. And then I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I did a layer of the dot stick on this and then painted this with diamonds of all different colors. So just haphazardly do like a mosaic, pick one color or do like one leg, one color, or do the legs or the body or however I wanted to do it. But I was thinking I could use my extra diamonds. The only thing that I think would be difficult is getting up here in the nose and the tail might be difficult to cover with diamonds, but I think it'd be kind of cool. I also have a rubber ducky that I diamond painted. So it's like I could also use these just to do mosaic rubber duckies. And that's been another thing that I've been considering of like, that'd be cool to do like a little Etsy shop where it's like diamond painted sculptures and stuff and do like the balloon dogs and rubber ducks and like maybe little teddy bears. Not quite sure. I'd love to have a little shop where I could like find use for like some of my excess goodies, or even if I was to do that balloon dog and find some like DP with sparklers, some like rose gold to match the underneath color and sell those. I don't know. I'm just kind of toying with some fun ideas, and then you know, have completed diamond paintings on there. I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to like, you know, create a little, you know, a little side hustle out of this hobby. You know, it doesn't hurt to do that. So, but for now, all of those extra round drills are going to go in this bag, and we'll figure out what to do with them. The other thing I wanted to look at too is I commented I commented on my kitting or my finish of Astrid that I thought that these drills from the Astrid kit, even though they're from Diamond Art Club, seemed to not have as many facets, and they were almost kind of just smooth on top. And I was like, was that the case with the Captain kit that I also did? And I'm looking at these, and these look much more faceted than the drills that are sitting right here. So I don't know if there was, because I know at one point Diamond Art Club did start doing all their drills in-house, and then they put the production of their rounds on hold temporarily. So I'm not sure if Astrid, if that smoothness or lack of facets was why they decided to kind of hit pause, and if Astrid was one of the kits that was kind of caught up in that. But I definitely am noticing now that I'm looking at my drills from the Captain, that they have more individual facets, whereas these just look kind of like smooth little Hershey's Kisses. Let me know if you've experienced something similar or if I'm just talking out my butt. But I definitely noticed a difference as I was working on this kit. Okay, so that was 310. Now we're moving on to 312, which was number 11. Flip that upside down. So there's our 312. So yeah, that might be something else to keep in mind, is looking at like, if you want to hold on to the drills. I thought they were plenty shiny. I wasn't complaining. I just noticed that they just looked weird, I guess is the best way to put it. They looked weird. All right, so 12 is 318. Okay, so you get the idea. We're gonna do this for the entire kit, and we're gonna label our containers as we go. 13 is 333. Okay. Awesome. Okay, and then from the Captain, I have sitting over here 327. Just give this a quick dump. Wouldn't that suck if the now I'm like, what if the other one's open? That would be a mess. So yeah, just grabbing those. I'm not worried about grabbing the trash. Like I said, I'm not super cleanly with like keeping, like if there was little bits, like you can see there's little bits of trash in there. If I went to go reuse these, I'm not gonna like brush them out or anything. But what I will do is take the labels off the ones that I have removed. That way I'm not hunting for them again later on. So now I know that I'm just looking for 445 and 666. So okay, so there's that. Let's do a couple more and then I'll let you go. I like talking to you. 336 is our next one, and that's number 14. 336. I hope everyone's having a 336 a fabulous week. I just finished the finish review of Astrid. Ooh, I shouldn't. I could have thrown that out. Whatever. Of Astrid, which it was such a blast to work on, and it's kind of bittersweet that I'm kitting it down, but I'm excited to move on to whatever the next kit brings me. So it looks like we're moving into 413 now, so we're gonna get rid of this. Bring these over here, and now we're gonna move all the way down to 413. Tell me if you've because I feel like the past couple kits that I've kitted down, a lot of them are repeat colors. Tell me if you have seen like a good majority of these DMC codes. Like as you can see, we like skipped a whole bunch, which makes sense because not every kit's gonna have every color, but I feel like I keep trying, like on my square drills, I keep trying to fill colors that I already am full up on. So yeah, I'd like to see maybe some of the more obscure colors. Okay, so here we had 414 as number 16, which is here. I replaced that in this kit in Astrid with the Diamond Dots Metallics. So I'm gonna leave the Diamond Dots Metallics there. We're gonna have to get to those later when we do the ABs, but I didn't use any of these. So I still have a full container. So I'm gonna fill this up as much as possible because none of these ended up on the kit. So that's good. I don't want to go overboard. That's good. And then the rest of these are going to go in our mixed bag for our fun side projects. So whoop, there we go. Awesome. So yeah, when I do that balloon animal, I'll probably give this a really good shake, pour out some into a tray, and just go to town, like without any real rhyme or reason. So some people are probably like, oh God, that sounds like a nightmare. But I think it'll be kind of cool to have that like kind of confetti on a sculpture. So, all right, that was 414. We've got 415, which was our number 17, or yeah. Sometimes it gets hard to like keep it all straight when you're working it through. So, all right, well, that's that. I'm going to keep working, but I'm going to let you go. And we're just going to speed through the rest of this because I still have to sticker and organize and yada, yada, yada. So we'll reconvene at the end and just talk about the whole process. Okay, bye. Okay, so we got that done. That was quite the marathon. So you can see here we've got all of our containers. Let me move that away. All of our containers. This will be all round regular drills, all organized by DMC code. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17 containers for that. So exactly what I had planned. So you can see some of these, I mean, this one's still completely empty. So eventually these will start to fill up with more and more colors, but I'm hoping that this will be the system that I use for as long as I'm diamond painting, because it's quite detailed and covers everything, and it was you know, it was definitely an investment. This last one here that ends in 5291, you can see we've got 4, 8, 12, 13 more open slots there. So I could hand write in some of those extra colors, like I said. But I didn't notice I wasn't missing anything. Like there wasn't any colors from Astrid that were not here in my sets. So I'm gonna go ahead and just file these away in my little storage container drawer. Let's see, do that. Oh, I can fit 6 per section. So that'll come up here, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, great. And then that last one will be 5. Awesome. Okay, so those will go here. And then we still have the matter of the ABs. Don't have it in me to tackle setting up all of the ABs right now. That would be a whole nother project. So maybe I'll do that later on this week. But for now, what I'm going to do is, let's see here. I'm going to just label them by hand and put them in here. And then I'm just going to set this in the AB drawer, and we'll get to it. So number 1 is 125. So I've been writing on this DAC Diamond Art Club AB and then the number. And then when I find out what that equates to in DMC, then I'll put the proper sticker on it. But for now, we're going to write DAC AB 125. So that's going to go here. If I can get it out. Okay. There we go. Like I said, stragglers aren't the biggest issue for me right now. As I continue to use these, I'll pick them out, obviously. And if I was to send these off to someone, I'd probably do my best to pick them out. So there's that. Oops. Oh no. Oh no, and it left residue. Okay, so that can get flipped. Number 2 is 126. DAC AB 126. Okay. And there's that. And I'll probably do this until I fill up like at least one of these containers. And then once it starts to get a little cumbersome, then I'll switch it up. I just don't think there's as many, maybe there is, but I haven't experienced like a huge swath of ABs. So I think it's going to take me a while to build my AB collection of spare drills than it will be my regular ones, just because I feel like, especially Diamond Art Club seems to use a lot of the same colors of ABs, especially 141. So who knows? But if I start to really explode with the number of ABs I have, then I'll change my tune. And then this last one's 141, which I already had from the Captain. So I'm just going to fill this. Look at, you can, just from those 2 kits, both from Diamond Art Club, one of them's ever slightly more ivory. This is a little bit more true white. But we're going to put those excess in here in our little catch bag. And that is that. So the only things that I have left to deal with, and maybe I'll just throw them in here too for the time being, is my specialty drills. This was my little trash container. It's empty. So we've got our sparklers. So what I might do is write SPARK, spark, and that is hummingbird, HUMMINGBIRD. Okay, great. I don't know why I have to spell it out every time I do that. So we'll just put those in here. And if I've got more than enough. I'm not going to put these in that spare container because these are not the cheapest of drills. I was able to fill all those in, so we'll do Spark Hummingbird. And then we've got Spark, E-A-R-K, Mint Glow. Okay. Ugh, my hands are all sticky from touching all the sticky stuff. And we're gonna go boop. So there's our sparklers in mint gold. So who knows, maybe someday I'll have like a whole section of DP with sparklers, but for now, all my specialty drills will go into a separate container. So let me grab one. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put ABs in a drawer. Say goodbye. Let's see, and these are round, yes. Okay, so those are gonna go down here, okay. And then we've got round specialties. And so these are my diamond dots, silver metallic. So I'm just gonna literally write D, silver, metallic, I see, kinda. I hopefully will be able to read that in the future. And I'm just gonna put that down at the bottom. Looks like I'm gonna have more than one here. And I actually have another container of these. They were on sale at, I think it was Joann's. And so I stocked up. Let's see. D, silver, metallic. Boom, that's much better. Just got to write a little bit smaller. Okay, great. So there we go. That is that entire kit, kitted down, plus the addition of prepping an entire regular round drill drawer. Let me show you what that looks like. Hold on just a second. Okay, so there's that drawer. So here's everything all organized there. I'll go ahead and put the specialty and the ABs in their drawers. They're gonna go down. So AB specialty, and then here we have square regular, square AB, and then this will be square specialty. I still have all of this to sort, so I've got my work cut out for me for this project, but that's that. That is everything. I'm going to go ahead and use these stickers here to do my logbook little mini project next. And then I'm going to be kitting up my next kit now that I have this empty. So stay tuned for that. All right, thank you all so much for watching. Now I'm holding the camera. I can't wave with both hands, but don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value out of this content. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Happy placing, and we'll see you next time. Bye.